this game sure has a lot of skeletons. Meet the new Golden Axe, same as the old Golden Axe. That's essentially the gist of this review. This is released a year or so after the first game, so it's not different enough to make Jazz very happy. The graphics get 69% with particular mention of the pitiful backgrounds. The sound gets 48% due to weak effects and plain tunes, which is a bit harsh on that banger of a tune over the title screen. But yeah, they're probably right about the sound effects though. They don't have the right impact, pun intended, of a really great beat 'em up. The main criticism is that it isn't much different from the original, which makes sense as a lot of these talking points were there in the first game. But whereas the first game was a great arcade conversion, this one is a direct-to-console game. It feels like the first arcade origins meant that a lot of those flaws were, if not ignored, were at least accepted, given how well it was converted. But the sequel doesn't get any of those passes, so the flaws are dragged right out into the sunlight, which, I don't know, it feels a bit harsh. I mean, it's a sequel to a scroll and beat 'em up. There's only so much you can do to reinvent the wheel, or the axe in this case. Golden Axe 2 is, still a fun game, but it does feel like an expansion to the original rather than a full-blown sequel. It ends up on 61%, a disappointing sequel which lacks new ideas and challenge. If you've got the first one, don't even entertain the idea of buying a sequel. Which is, a bit over the top at the end there. Don't even entertain the idea, Jazz says, which admittedly does make some sense despite the hyperbole. And it's because of that I think this one goes down as a maybe. Yes, it boils down to a rehash of the first game, but at the time it was still a good game that doesn't deserve quite as much of the negativity that's being dealt out here. And the music isn't bad at all.